What's up, truth seekers? Happy 250th anniversary, or semi-quincentennial. You ever wonder what happens when a bunch of arrogant empire builders roll into someone else's backyard, flip the table, and expect everyone to just say thank you, sir? Welcome back to the Stateless Standard. Today we're diving into one of the rawest, most badass underdog stories you've probably never heard. Definitely not from a government school. Chief Pontiac's Rebellion. This ain't your dusty history textbook chapter. This is an action thriller straight out of the American wilderness. 1763 edition. One man, multiple nations, a coordinated smackdown on the Brits, the mightiest empire on the planet. Let's roll. Picture this. France and Britain are throwing hands in the 7 Years' War for control of North America. The French, they actually knew how to treat the native nations like partners. Trade, respect, shared glasses after a fight. Pontiac, the sharp, charismatic war chief of the Ottawa, is right there in the mix. Speaks multiple languages, fights like a demon, and sees the French as good fathers who kept the harmony going for generations. Fast forward, the British win. Quebec falls. Montreal surrenders in 1760. Enter General Amherst, the ultimate statist buzzkill. This guy looks at the vast Indian confederacy that basically owned the Great Lakes and says, "Nah, you're savages. No more gifts. No more ammo for hunting. No more rum. Figure it out, peasants." Classic empire move, right? Starve them, control them, then act shocked when they fight back. Why won't these people just submit? Look, they never conquered the nations out here. The forts only existed because the tribes allowed it. You know, like a lease. Chief Pontiac made that crystal clear to the first British envoys. Play nice and we can trade. Treat us like dirt, we shut the whole thing down. The Brits should have listened. By 1763, the spark ignites. A prophet named Neolin drops visions received from the Master of Life. Return to the old ways, reject the English poison. Pontiac takes it and turns it into pure strategy. In April, he gathers the Algonquin confederacy. These red dogs came to steal your hunting grounds and drive off the game. Lift the hatchet, wipe them out. Couriers fly through the woods. Coordinated strikes like nothing seen before. May hits like thunder. Fort Sandusky falls. St. Joseph overrun. Miami captured. Then the legend at Michilimackinac. Lacrosse game for the king's birthday. Ball sails over the wall. Warriors chase it, and suddenly tomahawks are out. 17 British soldiers down in minutes. French traders just sip their drinks and watch. One panicked redcoat begs for help. "What do you want me to do about it?" Classic. Chief Pontiac himself goes straight for the big one, Fort Detroit. Warriors paddle across the river, rifles hidden under blankets. They almost pull off the inside job, but Gladwin got tipped off. Siege begins anyway. 80 days, 175, supply boats ambushed. 50 British killed or taken in the first week alone. Pontiac's warriors own the wilderness. British headquarters is losing their minds. Amherst sends Captain Dalzell with reinforcements and a massive ego. "We'll give these savages a proper beating." July 31st, night assault. Pontiac's waiting. Bloody run. Dalzell's dead, heart taken in ritual to claim the enemy's courage. Amherst's response? No prisoners. And then the darkest play. Smallpox blankets distributed as gifts. Brit biological warfare, a straight-up war crime. Thousands scarred, hundreds dead. But Pontiac, still standing, still striking. Fort after fort burns or starves. Here's the part that should piss you off. These were free people defending their sovereignty against a centralized power that viewed them as obstacles to progress. Sound familiar? Stateless networks versus the empire. Coordination without kings. Strategy without bureaucracy. Pontiac held out hoping France would ride back in. They didn't. Allies drifted. He made peace on his terms. But the rebellion forced Britain's hand. The Royal Proclamation of 1763 drew a hard line. Massive Indian country, no settler encroachment. The Crown had to admit the limits of their control. And that lit a fire under the colonies. Redcoats ain't invincible. 13 years later, boom, another rebellion. Pontiac showed the way. Pontiac was assassinated in 1769, betrayed for a barrel of rum by one of his own. Empire always finds a way to undermine from within. But his spirit, unkillable. He fought for self-ownership, for the right to live free on your own land without some distant crown dictating terms. That's the real story they don't teach. One chief and a confederacy of warriors humbled the British Empire and helped spark the fire of independence. If you're tired of the statist fairy tales, hit that like button and drop a comment. What other forgotten rebellions should we cover? Subscribe for more unfiltered history without the empire's camouflage. This is the Stateless Standard. Until next time, stay free out there.